All right, guys. Today we're going back to the weighted anchored sit-up. A couple days ago you found your 5 rep max with the heaviest load that you can use as you move through. Today you're just going to accumulate in the fewest sets possible, 25 reps at that same weight. That could be 25 singles. That could be one set of 25 if you didn't really push yourself enough. That could be 5 sets of 5. Such on and so forth as you go through. It is very apparent that you should warm up with these weights, especially depending on how heavy you got with that dumbbell from a couple days ago, to kind of jump up to it. Even if it's like 5, 10, 15 pounds, whatever it might be, work on actual jumps all the way up there. So let's say it's 15 pounds, do a couple with no weight, do a couple with a 5, do a couple with a 10, and then start your weight. Please go and start your reps there. And remember, these are active sets, so the 25 reps needs to all be done with the weight. You don't just grab just the heaviest weight you go, because I did mine with the 100. It's the heaviest dumbbell that our gym has. You can't always go with 2 if you want to. For me, it's hard to kind of hold on to those kind of weights with single arm without making them too kipping-like or adding too much momentum without to my chest shoulders as close as I can to my chin. Bigger sets past 5, because I know I can do these for more than 5 reps at a time as I roll through. Just really trying to feel as much tension as I can in my core. These heavy movements like these, imagine like you're doing like a set of squats, bench press, or deadlifts, any one of the powerlifting moves, or even with some of the regular accessory movements as well. When you go super heavy, rest time is needed. You're not going to be able to do high percentage loads with low rest time in between. So make sure you're adequately getting rest in between those. There is a lot of different core muscles. They're not just massive muscles like the quads, glutes, hamstrings, things like that, that are high, fast twitch muscles. So there's a lot of little. So even if the main core muscles are fatigued, you can still do a little bit more, a little couple more reps because of that. Especially with these ankle ones, you're able to engage the legs, the quads, mentally prepared have those other muscles take over for the core. So that's the one thing you can't think of. You don't necessarily have to have a specific rest set or anything to that matter, to that effect. It's just something based on how you feel, right? Some days weights feel heavier than others or lighter than others, depending on your CNS, how your body's feeling, how much nutrition, energy, things like that, how you slept. So a lot of factors play into that. So just base it by feel, how much rest time you need. Don't be afraid like I did on this set. I took my feet out from underneath the dumbbells. You can always walk away. I prefer to think about, try to do them as quickly as you can in succession. That doesn't mean it's necessarily like one straight set, it's unbroken, or anything to that nature. But that also doesn't mean that it's for time either. So base it off of feel, like I said, depending on whether you need more or less. If you're trying to aim for sets of 3 to 4, cool, do your 3 to 4, rest a little bit, see how much time you rested in between that first and second set, and base it off of that. Sometimes, especially as you fatigue, you will get more tired as you go through, obviously. Other times you'll have to focus on a little bit more rest time, right? Trying to get a little bit more quality rest, relax the muscles that are primarily being used and targeted. So think about that. One tidbit, one big thing for these two is that don't be afraid to use some of maybe a glute bridge in between, or a cobra press up, stand up, walk around. Just keep the rest time to a minimum when you can. That way it's not completely under tension constantly and you're stretching out those muscles as you go through. Even after this set, that's how I go through my cobra press ups here at the end. Open up the low back, pressing through, really trying to maximize stretch through the lower core and getting that spinal decompression. So there you go. Rolling through my press ups at the end of these heavy sit ups today. The big strength one, this is very important, as I've been talking the first few days and through the first week. Abs are not always just about trying to do massive sets, huge sets. It's really, really important that you go as heavy as you can, finding a true max for those sets of 5, going through big sets. Challenge yourself. Can you hold on to maybe 6? Try it. Worst thing that happens is that you fail, and then you know exactly where you're at. Failure is never a bad thing, right? Or trying to, I don't want to say cheat, but giving yourself a little bit of an advantage when you do things. Like these movements, maybe you pick your hips up, maybe you add a little bit of movement in that dumbbell. Those are all things that you can make note of, because when you do your weights later on, is that you know exactly where you're at, okay? So, not a bad thing, it's just to let you know exactly where you're at. Sit here and watch the rest of these couple press-ups. You should be getting pretty proficient at these and at least know exactly what to do, keeping the hips steady, feet pretty close together, and on the ground as you go through. So, finishing day number 8. I'll be seeing you guys in a day. Day number 9.
You should probably leave. I don't think she's gonna take it.
I got shit to do, okay?
Yeah. I'm like, it's fine. It's
Like,
fine.
next week, you can give me all the fucking shit you want.
It's fine. Not this week.
We're gonna have to, like, I'm not gonna work right now. We're gonna have to, like, do all of the workouts behind the green screen so they can't see us helping Chelsea because of how 16. Like, I've never seen somebody get 17 different illnesses all at once. That's insane.
It's fine. I probably had COVID during budget, so it's fine. I'll be fine.
Did you guys end up actually having it or just?
Oh, yeah. We tested positive.
Oh, okay. Or remember, because then you asked if you were like, hell yeah, man, we got that. Remember saying that, yeah.
Because I was like, I think I already had it, but I'm still testing positive. You guys good?
I'm done with being afraid, dog. Although it does suck now that if I want to ever go overseas, I gotta wait 2 weeks in that place to do that still.